What's going on, guys? It's Nick, and yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in a long time. It's been ages, I've been asked this all the time. I kind of tired because I recorded this video completely when it was paused. Yeah, you can tell I'm rusty. Okay, I don't remember doing this. It's been 4 months since I made a video. But since a lot of people are asking to make a video, and I just want to talk about what I was doing recently. I really want to go over this topic, which is what it really takes to be successful at anything you do, right? And right now I've been doing stores. I've got some stores doing like I did about $8,000 a day last month and stuff. And yeah, everything's the same. Basically, nothing has changed. Nothing really to go wow about. I've been doing drop shipping, I've been doing creating brands, just been focusing on myself. And the reason I didn't really upload that much in the last few months was kind of because I didn't really want that, drop shipping YouTuber sort of persona. And that's the main reason why I wasn't really uploading much. But anyway, now that we're back, I just want to make sure that this is fucking recording this time. Alright, thank you. We're gonna go over this topic of what it really takes to be successful in anything, and let's just get right into it. So, what is success? Success by definition is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. Okay, so what we're gonna go over in this video is gonna be selecting the right vehicle. By vehicle, I mean the right way, and setting the goal. We're gonna pick the right method, which is also a way of saying the right direction, and then putting in the work. So let's jump straight into the fucking meat. Selecting the right vehicle and setting the goal. So let's assume your goal is massive wealth, okay? You cannot achieve massive wealth unless you do the things which are going to get you to massive wealth. So for example, if we take your goal to be the moon and you want to get there, you cannot get there unless you are basically doing three things, which is having a rocket, which means you need a fucking rocket if you want to go to the moon. This looks more like a house, but you need a fucking rocket if you want to go to the... That looks like a penis. Holy shit. Alright. You need a rocket to go to the moon. And then you need to make sure you're in the right direction. Like, you can't fly the rocket in that direction or this direction or whatever the fuck if you want to get to the moon. You have to make sure you're directly towards the moon. That is exactly what picking the right method or direction means. And then you have to actually put the fuel in to do the work for the... And, finally be able to get to the moon with it. So you have to create the vehicle, point it in the right direction that's towards your goal, and then work. This is basically how this video is gonna look like. I know it looks super fucking ugly, but yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. So you can't go to the moon if you're using a bicycle. That's obvious, Same with anything that you do. If you're selling lemonade in the street and you have a 9 to 5 job or something which is not gonna allow you to achieve your maximum highest goal, that's not really the right vehicle for you, because you can never achieve a great level of wealth that way, no matter what you do. Okay, you can't just do a 9 to 5 job and expect to be a millionaire in like 1 year or 2 years or whatever. Okay, same with anything which limits you. You should immediately look at what you're doing day to day and realize that is it the right vehicle for you or not? Is it leading you towards the ultimate goal, your moon, that you want to get to? Okay, remember, you are limited by the vehicle you're in. If you can't reach your goal, it isn't because you can't physically do it or you're not good enough. It's probably because you're in the wrong... You're building a car instead of a rocket, okay? So lesson here is decide what's your goal and start working on your vehicle, okay? Don't just stand there, just think about what you want to do. Have a very, good understanding of, okay, this is exactly what I want to go for. This is my goal right here, and I know exactly what I need to do to get here. And the way you do that is by picking your direction. So now that you've understood that, okay, you know what, I have my, for example, for massive wealth, you can have, creating brands. You can make money by creating brands. That's a good vehicle because it's possible to make massive wealth by creating brands, by drop shipping, investing, real estate. There's so many different vehicles you can pick to create massive wealth, Same with the right method. So this part is going to be a little bit elaborate because I like this part, and secondly, I also want to explain it properly because this is the most important part when it comes to anything you do in life or anything you try to achieve in life. So there's a very smart way of doing things, and there is a brute force way of doing things, okay? So this is the part where people are going to talk about, okay, the best way to get things done is work. This is the secret. You know, you see Gary Vee say it a lot. Just work, work, work. We have our little fucking HJ23 fake email here because the ads were popping up in this fucking whiteboard software or whatever. Anyway, so what is really work? Let's talk about this. You won't just achieve success just by working alone, okay? If you work in a 9 to 5 job 10 hours a day for the next 10 years, you won't really become a millionaire that quickly or that easily. That's really, you're working, you know, so to speak, you're working. Even the guy who's fucking lifting bricks is working, but that's not really making him a millionaire. So what's going on here, right? My friends, the reason is the right method and the right vehicle, you know? If you're working, but it's towards something which is not getting you towards your goal, working is useless. Like, there's absolutely no point for you to put in any work at all if you're not sure where you're going and you don't have the right methods to do it. For example, somebody can achieve way more than you in 2 hours compared to somebody grinding for 18 hours, right? Just by doing the right things for 2 hours a day instead of doing the wrong things for 18 hours a day. It doesn't matter how many hours you work if those hours are going in the wrong direction. And they're also deteriorating your health. They're not helping you much. You have to instead be trying to focus on 2 to 6 hours a day towards the right things, and that's gonna really get you to the right destination. This doesn't mean you stop putting effort in your craft. It just means that you know what you're getting into. So before you jump into anything, you should know what you're getting into, what it's going to take. For example, drop shipping. It's going to take building a good website, being able to find good products, being patient with your marketing, and losing money sometimes. It's going to happen. You know, you're going to lose money sometimes to make money. Shit like that. If you're doing business, you have to understand the complications with business, customer service, getting chargebacks, getting shut down by processors, and all that problems are going to be with you, and you have to understand what you're getting into before you go on that fucking work bandwagon, you know what I mean? So, example, with dropshipping, the way you make money is by creating a good website, sell a product that's in demand, looks expensive, you know, make sure that you have good marketing and good customer service. But if you don't focus on these things beforehand and you just like say, oh, I'm working, and you just focus on marketing all day and you don't focus on anything else, it's not gonna work, you know? You have to focus on the things which you're doing right to get in the right direction, and then you can start putting in the work, okay? And here I want to address a popular thing which people are into nowadays: never give up. They've been into it all the time, okay? I would not say it's never give up. It should be it's never give up if you're on the right track, okay? Would you not want to logically give up if you're digging a hole and it's just going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you're just getting stuck and people at the top are like, yo, look, I have fucking $10 billion and I'm preaching on this YouTube video. Never give up, dude. Never fucking give up. I just ate fucking shrimps for breakfast for 25 years and now I'm a billionaire, okay? Never give up. No, you don't want to listen to this guy because you are digging yourself a hole. What you have to understand is the only time you don't give up is when you know you're working towards the right direction. If you know that what you're doing right now, you're aware that this thing is bringing you up instead of digging you down. You have to understand this because people get emotional when people are like, I'm not gonna quit on this, I'm never gonna give up on this. But if you're a makeup person, for example, in a niche, and let's say you're doing makeup, right? And you want to make makeup videos and stuff, and you're not getting enough traction on YouTube after uploading for 2 years straight, probably means you should stop a little bit. If you've been doing everything, you're planning to comment, making good content every single day of the week, and you're still not working, well, you're probably doing something wrong, and working for the next 3 more years probably won't get you anywhere different, okay? Even if you've been doing it for 1 year, you should probably reevaluate your entire plan instead of just going on the never give up train. No, you have to really be logical about this, okay? Emotions are unnecessary when it comes to achieving in life. Focusing on the goal, the way to get there, and just working on it is important, okay? If you realize you're not good enough after like, let's say 2 years, stop and move to something else. You have one fucking life. Don't just, throw it away, alright? You have a choice. You can do something for 2 years and then move on. You can do something for 3 years and move on. You can do something for 5 months, you can move on. You don't have to stick something for your entire life and keep doing it over and over again. Keep trying new things. You can always do something new, okay? emotions aren't necessary, like I just said. So the best way to pick a method is to look at someone who's already achieved it and do what they did, but better than them. So what we're doing here is, first of all, we're checking, okay, this is my goal, okay, my goal is to make $1,000,000, let's say your goal is to make $1,000,000, and then let's say you're picking the right vehicle, what the fuck is that, a reverse W, and now let's say you're picking the right vehicle, okay, you have the right vehicle, which is real estate, you're gonna learn real estate, got it, cool, good for you, and now, what you're gonna do, the next step is the direction you're gonna go for it, so, now you have your goal set, you have your moon over here, that is $1,000,000, you have your vehicle, that is real estate, and now you're gonna be focusing on pointing your direction towards your goal, and this is where research comes in. So what you do here is you look at the people who've already achieved it and do what they did, but better than them, more frequently than them, and with better quality, okay? This will only work if you possess the same, if not more knowledge than people, and you basically think of smart ways to get to your goal before you fall for the working hard bandwagon. You should have at least be working multiple weeks. You should at least focus on multiple weeks of finding exactly what steps you need to take to get to the moon. You know, NASA doesn't just fucking randomly just fucking, oh my god, we got to the moon, let's launch a fucking rocket right now and go to the, like, they assess everything properly and they see, okay, to get to the moon, we need a rocket. For the rocket, we need all these supplements and all the fucking shit they need for, I don't fucking know what they need. And then, they have to find a right path so they don't crash into the fucking sun, right? Like, that's also important. So, most people look like this. Most people have a goal here, a goal over here, a goal over here. I have a goal over here as well. And now their vehicle is a fucking toy car. Okay, it's right here. They have this little Lego car, and they want to get to all these different planets, and their direction is pointing straight to the fucking sun. Like, GG, it's over. You see what I mean? Like, this is how most people's lives look. And then they are worried about, well, why am I not hitting my goal? I'm doing so much work, I'm not hitting my goal. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? If you have 10 different goals and your vehicle sucks shit and you're pointing towards the fucking sun, you will fail. It's just like, it's just what it is, you know? You have to cut off all these different goals, upgrade your shitty toy car into a rocket, and then just go there, you know what I mean? These three things are so important, okay? And this is why so many people fail, you know? Now we're going to talk about putting in the work. So at this point, you've figured out where you want to go, and you're very clear about it. You know, you've researched multiple hours, hopefully, multiple days, and perhaps even multiple weeks after watching this video about people who've already made it, and then plan out the best and most obvious ways to get to the moon, and what you need to do to speed things up. So what I'm telling you to do right now is, once you select your goal, and you know what are you going to be doing to get to your goal, which is your vehicle, which is mostly your job or your business model or whatever, and your goal is like your financial goal or your whatever, you want to travel the world. Now you've pointed the direction in the right place, because now this is the part of research right here. You're going to be going weeks on checking who is at this goal, which guy has got to this goal. Research on them. What did they do? How did they get there? What are they doing right now? How did they do? Maybe even talk to them. Go up to them, give them some money to talk to you. Like, you can do so much stuff here to just gain insights on this little arrow right here of research. And once you do this, you will get to a point where you have a vehicle, you have a right direction towards the goal, and all you have to do is now walk your way to the goal. Okay, all you have to do now is light the fucking rocket and just go. And that's the part which is putting in the work. Most people just fucking have a rocket and they fly it everywhere, and they just fly here. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking go to Venus, and then I'm gonna go come back to Earth, and then I'm gonna fly to fucking Las Vegas, and then boom, they just crash into the fucking Pacific Ocean, and they're like, what the fuck happened? Why did my life just go to a waste? Because you didn't have a direction and a goal. So you must make sure that you have a goal, because in life you have just you have one life, you have one rocket launcher, or whatever the fuck I'm coming here. You have to understand you can only do this once. You can't just do this 20 times, okay? You will eventually run out of time, and then you're gonna regret your life decisions, and then you're gonna die a very boring death. So that's not cool, you know? Why not make it cool? Why not just get what you want in life and then just die happy, you know what I mean? So why not do that? So this is the time that you put in the work and let it play out, okay? If you're right in your judgment, you know, if you're sure you're building a rocket and you've learned from the people who've already done it, and you've made it a point that, okay, I know what I'm doing and I know where I want to go, you'll most likely get there, okay? And the reason I say most likely is because life never guarantees you anything. You know, shit can always go right quicker than usual, or shit can always go wrong. You know, like you're almost at the moon and suddenly some fucking asteroid just fucks you up, or you're not even at the moon and some teleportation portal something just gets you there immediately. Like, this shit happens super rarely, you know what I mean? But it can happen. So once again, you know, this is gonna increase your chances super high to be able to achieve what you want, and that's reality. You know, many people are not able to apply this and they remain average. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can do whatever you want and be happy with. You don't necessarily have to be a billionaire or a millionaire or a multimillionaire. Okay, and some people will apply this and become exceptional. You know, they're becoming exceptional already, and that's fine. Nothing too crazy or wonderful about that either. They're just two different choices one can take, and if you're looking to achieve massive success, know that it will take at least these three factors, because then, before you can have it, you have to make sure these three are in check, and then it's up to you what you want to do with the success you can achieve. You know, you can continue to become more successful, you know, what you can do is, you know, just relax and live the life that you want. Just do whatever the fuck you want for the rest of your life, you know. Either and or, success is defined by yourself and nobody else's word, so make sure you keep your opinions above everybody else's, alright? And that's super important. I'm going to be ending the video with this, but for an example, like, same thing happened with me, you know. I had a very clear goal that I wanted to build businesses, and I had to build at least like a good 6-7 figure business, okay? I started with that goal. My vehicle was drop shipping in the beginning, and then it became building branding right here. I knew my direction I had to get into. I spoke back then when I was a complete newbie. I spoke with some people who were really successful at dropshipping even back then. I remember Sebastian Giorgio was one of them. I remember a couple of more people that I spoke to, Rory Gannon. They were, at that time, they were already like sort of getting to their goal. You know, they were like halfway or like 1/4 the way there. And I was right here. I was just starting out, so I could learn from them from there. So that's how I kept progressing. You know, some of my errors, some of my real life friend, and all this stuff, you know, slowly moved me forward towards the goal. You know, some losses, some failures, blah blah blah, and eventually I was at the goal. I made 100K in a single month. I did, you know, 7 figures, or whatever it was. It took time, effort, and above all, it took this model right here. Having a goal, having the right direction, and having the right vehicle. If you apply this model in anything in life, there is no reason why you can't get there, unless you're absolutely fucking retarded, or you're just not good at something, or you just don't enjoy doing it, or you just want to do it for the Lamborghinis and the money for it. Then yeah, it's not gonna work. But if you just set a goal which you genuinely love to do, find a vehicle which can help you achieve it because you know it has proved to achieve it, research about the goal for multiple weeks and months or whatever, and then put the effort to get there, I really believe that you can achieve anything you personally want in life. And that, but then I'm going to end the video right here. Just remember that you don't have to become deaf to people's words when I say that nobody else's opinions matter. It just means that you consider them, but always keep your own opinion above everybody else. Don't let somebody tell you success is buying a Lamborghini or buying a house. No, buying a house means you're buying a house. It doesn't imply you're successful or not, okay? You can be making $100 million a year and then go completely broke as the market crashes or your company collapses, you know? For example, Forever 21 was a really big brand earlier, and recently, or not recently, like a while ago, they filed for bankruptcy. So at one point, the multi-billion-dollar brand was like, oh my god, you've made it in life, and now, you know, bankruptcy. I'm not saying that that's anything to do with anything, but understand that what success is not a really massive wealth or anything. It's just what you decide, and then what you want to do with it is up to you. You know, you can go ahead and look at somebody else and think having a Lamborghini and a Rolex is success. You're welcome to look at people who have a house and think it's success. I personally don't believe in that. I believe doing what you want to do is success. You know, one of the reasons I made this video as well was recently, if you've noticed, Alex Becker, one of the people I look up to, he sold everything you know, in his where he used to live, and just moved out to a very minimal place. And I really respect that. Like, I respect the fact that he was able to, you know, get out of that mindset of just, you know, buying expensive things to make it seem like you're successful. And now he's just like living in an apartment on rent, and he's just doing phenomenal with his business. You should check him out, Alex Becker. I'm probably gonna link him in the channel in the description down below. Probably one of the only channels on YouTube you should watch for business advice, to be honest. He's the only channel I watch myself. But yeah, thanks so much once again, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate the support. I really haven't been uploading, I know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be uploading anymore, but I might just upload every now and then. We'll see what happens. If you guys have any questions, you can DM me on my Instagram, Nick_ambitious. It feels great to make a video after such a long time. And just leave any comments down below you guys have about this video, what you thought about some of these ideas I shared in the video, and what do you think about them, and if this helped you at all. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. Have a great day, and peace out.